I'm very appreciative to be listening, and thank you kindly for having me up here as a speaker. Gloria and everyone else actually who's spoken, but I just want to say thank you for sharing your voices, your stories. And for myself, I'm in Vancouver, Canada. I'm in the wine and food and hospitality industry and have been for over 2 decades. And storytelling is not only important, imperative, it is actually within wine and food. It's how I've learned and understood and appreciated not only my heritage, but more so each one of yours, because within wine and food and culture and families that I've met, people, places that I've traveled to and all of that, the storytelling, as you say, from generations on has been what has assisted and helped me learn about each of you and be able to have better eyes and better voice for myself as a storyteller within my wine community. For example, when I'm putting together a list or when I'm talking about wine and food or travel, I do my best to speak with the people, the winemakers, the farmers and all of that are from, not only from that country, but regionally and everything in terms of farm to table. I'm here more as an active participant, listening and learning, and so I really appreciate. I would say my question is twofold. One, how best can I, within this wonderful community and within what I do in the wine, food, hospitality, and travel world, assist within storytelling and having your narratives brought to not only my area but brought to the world. And the second question is, with all of the changes that we've had, for me, storytelling and narrative is very much important, as you were saying, Gloria, straight from our children and through the generations, which tends to be through speaking and in person. Now that we have this global voice, is the storytelling as effective or more effective with all of these mediums of social audio and media, or is it still truly the in-person, the storytelling that is magnetic and more effective?
Thank you so much for that, Teresa. I would like to respond to it like this, and of course, if any other person wants to add to it, that would be fine. I think first of all, on maybe whether you should keep using storytelling or how to use it, I think the answer is absolutely yes. In that, because you are talking to a people, you are using storytelling as an instrument. It means you are actually using a kind of a connector. Storytelling connects. Now, you see, I was saying before of my book, no, that the storyteller have told the children absolutely everything he wanted to tell them. But every night they still go there. Why? Because that is a ritual. It's actually a ritual. You talk, I talk. You listen while I'm talking, then I listen while you are talking. It's a game that we play. It's not just something that you do one time and it's over. You see, this is another thing I was saying before, that we are probably going to do this project also for this reason in Nigeria. We are going to revisit the oral narration. Now, this is the idea. This is why. If all the information were in a book, then that is final. That is over. You just take the book, you have all the information. But our ancestors, the way that they have figured out the society, okay, of course, there was no book then, there was no, the book that we have today was not available. But how they functioned at the time was that there were already predefined story that you need to tell. But this story were also subject to modulation, in that depending on who you are talking to, depending on the circumstances you are speaking, depending on the context, you could modulate that story to fit in. And this is a kind of, if we look at that, it looks like an ordinary, no? But no, in storytelling or in psychology, this is an advanced way of communication. In that the information you have might be the same, but that information can be presented to different kind of audience, and it can be presented in different ways to have effect. Because say maybe, for example, you want to tell a family that their father or their mother is dead. That is the information. The way you transmit that information is where story is going to play a role. You don't just go there and say, hello, Mr. Chuku, or Mr. whatever is your name, your father is dead. You don't talk like that, but that is what you want to say, but you don't say it like that. What if you want to tell them that their daughter has just given birth? You don't just go there and say, hey, Mama Francesca, your daughter have given birth. But that is not how you say it. Usually, Chuno Achebe said that words are like the palm oil which you use to eat yam.